We are doing chemical properties of alkanes. We have done first halogenation. In this, if I have a alkane reacting with chlorine in presence of sunlight, I will get CH3Cl plus HCl. But if chlorine is in excess, then I get a mixture of products. The second reaction is combustion. Combustion means burning. Burning always requires heat. So it is endothermic, it consumes heat. But on the other hand, carbon compounds, hydrocarbons are fuels because they produce more heat than what they consume during their combustion. So look at here, CH4 plus O2. If somebody asks you what happens when it goes complete combustion, the answer is you will get CO2 and H2O and a large amount of heat and light. This is why methane, natural gas, is used as a fuel. This is gas, so they mix also very well. So they undergo a complete combustion. On the other hand, if we take butane, which is LPG, HC4H10 plus O2, then again if I am burning it, initial heat to deni hai, so I will get the same products. So any hydrocarbon, when it undergoes a complete combustion, the products are same. Then what is different is the quantity which we are getting, the balancing the equation which is different. यहाँ पे 2H2O हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे कितना आएगा 4CO2 है ना, ये 10, तो यहाँ 5H2O हो जाएगा plus heat and light. So there is a general equation which has been given for combustion. That is, supposing Cn H2n plus 2, this is an alkane. It is reacting with 3n plus 1 by 2 O2. Then I get NCO2 and n plus 1 H2O. This is the general equation. How to remember it, children? I just remember it CnH2n plus 2, right? So I will get naturally NCO2. Okay, and I will get N plus 1 H2O. And the rest oxygen can be balanced however you like. Only oxygen needs to be balanced because this is balanced, this is balanced, so only oxygen needs to be balanced. Learn it like this, it will be better. जैसे कि let me just talk of CH4 plus O2. So how much of carbon dioxide will I get? I'll get CO2. How much of water will I get? Look here. N. तो ये आया 2H2O. है ना? We go ahead. The next is, what happens when they undergo incomplete combustion? Generally, children, the liquids and solids are the one which undergo incomplete combustion, because gases mix very well in air, so they don't undergo incomplete combustion. So how do we recognize that there is complete combustion or incomplete combustion? If there is a sooty flame, धुआं निकल रहा है, सूट मतलब धुआं, धुआं कैसे? कार्बन ब्लैक की वजह से. If the utensil is getting blackened, black हो जाता है utensil, that means there is not sufficient oxygen, insufficient oxygen. Have you ever noticed कि अगर ये आपका बर्नर है तो इसमें होल्स होते हैं, perforations, to allow sufficient air. Innumerable holes are there. Now, if the holes get blocked, the air does not mix well with the fuel, and there is incomplete combustion. That shows orange color, yellow orange color, sooty flame, sometimes greenish also. If it is a complete combustion, there will be blue flame. If complete hoga, blue flame निकलेगी. So gases generally undergo complete combustion. So remember that. How do we recognize? Another thing is अगर unsaturated compound है, या तो liquid है या solid है या unsaturated है, तो it will undergo incomplete combustion and produce a sooty flame. But if it is a saturated compound like alkane and it is undergoing a complete combustion, then it will produce a non-sooty flame. Now, what is the reaction for it? Suppose I have methane, it is reacting with insufficient oxygen, so I will get C plus H2O. Oxygen is not sufficient that it can attach with the carbon here. So burning carbon particles are produced, some amount of CO is also produced, but CO2 is not produced. In lower classes you have learned carbon monoxide, cigarette smoking में ये produce होती है. अगर वो भी नहीं हो रहा है, कार्बन के काले काले particles उड़ रहे हैं, then it will be black sooty flame. And otherwise, if this is the complete combustion, then I will get CO2. Oxidation can also be controlled. Like I can control the amount of oxygen which reacts with methane. For example, look here, I have the same methane. It is reacting with oxygen in presence of different reagents. Like copper के साथ अगर मैंने इसको heat कर दिया at high pressure, let me say 100 atmosphere, you can only say heating. Then I will get methanol. What will be formed is methanol. If this same methane is reacting with oxygen in presence of molybdenum oxide, MO2O3 is molybdenum oxide. Now the reagent has been changed. So I will get formaldehyde and H2O. This is formaldehyde. क्या structure है इसका? HC double bond O H. Okay. And if it is reacting with another reagent, let us say acetic anhydride, Mn का एक कंपाउंड ले लिया, एसिटिक कितने सारे O है ना, तो मैंगनीज एसिटेट, मैंगनीज एसिटेट अगर हमने ले लिया, इसके साथ किया तो हमारा कंपाउंड बदल जाएगा. देन आई विल गेट, इतने सारे O हैं, सो आई विल गेट दो कार्बन है तो यहां भी दो होने चाहिए. सपोज इट वॉज मीथेन, तो मुझे फॉर्मेल्डिहाइड मिल जाता. सो यू सी, as the reagent keeps changing, Copper does not have much oxygen, so this oxygen will combine. MO2O3 has its own oxygen to give, so it converts into C double bond O. ये थोड़ा सा कम oxidized है, this is more oxidized. Aldehyde is more oxidized. And if I react it with manganese acetate, then manganese will also give its oxygen and I will get formic acid formed. You must remember कौन से reagent का कितना effect होता है, which is the weak reagent and which is the strongest reagent for. Now इससे भी strong होता है, reagent can be even stronger than this, and that is KMnO4. So if I have, let us say, CH3 and I am reacting it with KMnO4, right? This oxidation this is a very strong alkaline KMnO4. It's a very strong oxidizing agent. Maybe I'll get COH. Can happen that both the carbons convert into this. Can again happen, similarly I can have K2Cr2O7 या acidic medium में. If I have this, again I can get both the carbons getting converted into COH. So oxygen का तो reaction होगा ही, but these will act as very strong oxidizing agent. So you must be able to identify uncontrolled oxidation can be complete or incomplete. Controlled oxidation can be in presence of different reagents. In copper की presence में mildest reagent, I will simply get a methanol formed. This is simply a substitution reaction. MO2O3 molybdenum oxide की formaldehyde gets formed. Methane, if it reacts in presence of manganese acetate, I'll get an acid formed. Carboxylic acid gets formed. And if it is still stronger, I have KMnO4, then both the carbons will get converted into COOH. So one should be very selective in choosing an oxidizing reagent. What is an oxidizing reagent? The one which helps in oxidation of any compound.